Hey everyone, I am Itay, and today we are standing near the most ancient map of Jerusalem ever to be made. Unfortunately, it's not the real one. The real one is in the city of Madaba in the state of Jordan, and it's been built there and found in a floor of a church, and it's much bigger than this one. It shows the entire area, the entire region. This is just a small part of it, describing Jerusalem being enlarged. This map is from around the 7th century, and it shows us Jerusalem the way it was during the Byzantine era. So let's have a look on it and see what Jerusalem was like back then. And the most obvious thing we see here, other than 2 or 3 very big buildings like this one that was a church of the Holy Sepulchre of that time, and that one that was a church of Mount Zion, and another big church here called the Nea, we see the main thing of the church, of the city, which are 2 huge streets. One is over here and one is over here. And those streets are not only this white lane over here. We see on the sides of the street 2 lines of columns, and on those columns we see a red roof. So in fact the street was this wide. Look what a huge portion of the city one of these streets took. So what was the street, that street? Why was it so important? Why was it so big? Let's go and find out. And this is it. The main street of Jerusalem from the late Roman and Byzantine time. Back at the time it was called the Cardo, the Cardo Maximus. In every Roman city there was one of those, a Cardo, a main street going north to south, and in it was everything important in the Roman city. If you wanted to go shopping, you would go to the Cardo. If you wanted to meet your friends, you would go to the Cardo. If you wanted to hear an interesting lecture, you would go to the Cardo. Everything happened here. Back at the time, the Cardo was twice as big as what we see here. This was only half of it, and the same was on the other half that is not excavated. Huge columns holding a wooden shade, holding red tiles that made shade on the stores down below during the very hot summer of Israel. It was a very lively and very bustling place. Let's have a look on the other side and see a recreation of how the Cardo used to look like back then. This painting was made as a recreation of what the Cardo used to look like, bustling, lively, people selling stuff, walking around, donkeys, pilgrims, a very, very lively center of the city. What is interesting is that the artist decided to put in it 3 interesting characters right here in the corner. These guys are Kollek, the legendary mayor of Jerusalem, and the 2 archaeologists who excavated here. You know that many people around the world are going to hug trees. Here in Jerusalem, people are also coming to hug 2,000-year-old pillars, and if you ever get here, you can try it for yourself. I am Itay, thank you for watching, and have a beautiful, beautiful week.